Hey everyone, it's Ross with Aquatic Oasis. I am one of the owners of the store here in the Pine Ridge Mall, and I just wanted to do a quick video, mostly because uh, a very influential person to me is not doing well right now, and that's Brian Barczyk. He was the owner of BHB Reptiles. He had a huge web series known as Snake Bites, and he has pancreatic cancer and he's been put into hospice. And so I felt inclined to do a video, which I don't know if I've done before for an individual like this. But the 2009 to 2011, I served an LDS mission in the Philippines. And while I was there, I was surrounded by reptiles and invertebrates and just odd animals. And when I came back, I didn't have that anymore. I'm located here in Idaho, and we have reptiles and things, but not like we had there. So I was motivated to fix that, and I got my first ball python. And I remember getting on YouTube, and I did what a lot of people do, and you probably shouldn't do, and that's purchase the animal and then research into it. And 2011, I decided to research into this animal, and there I discovered that you can breed them, and there's morphs, and there's different fun things that you can create with these animals. And it's more than just keeping an animal, but it became a hobby, and eventually it became a way of life for me. I opened up what was known as Fat Snakes and Exotics, where I was breeding basically full time, and was able to produce a couple fun things, one of which was a two-headed Mojave ball python. And this, outside of me just viewing the web series Snake Bites and getting my information originally from there before further researching, that's where I had my first real involvement with Brian on a more personal level. I produced this two-headed snake, and in fact I've got an x-ray of it here. I think you can see it there. Not a lot of people have seen this x-ray. It's pretty legit. I had to dig it out last night because I wanted to show this so people could see that. Very phenomenal. I'm gonna do a light box for it, and I guess that was my second interaction with Brian. Before that, I had won a video contest that was defending animal pet keepers' rights for U.S. ARC and PJAC, and I submitted that video. It was a comical video, but it got the message across. And this is back when the Lacey Act was very prevalent, going through legislation or through the court process and stuff. And I won that contest, and he sent me some animals for winning. And I got to talk with Brian Barczyk in person on the phone, as well as being able to have a conversation through email with him. He and I talked for a while, and it was a lot of fun. But then I had this two-headed snake, and when he saw this, because I guess he was following me as well because of fat snakes, he was interested in purchasing it. So we got this animal eating and drinking water and doing very well, and it came to the point where we were going to ship this animal to him. But before shipping it to him, I had that x-ray done, and within 20 minutes of the x-ray, the animal unfortunately perished and passed away. So I think the radiation or the experience was just too much for it. They are a weakened snake, and so there was a possibility. But anyways, he and I had conversations about that because he was into the novelties and the fun things and the exotics, like the really exotic stuff that you're not going to see just on average. Going to move over here away from some of the customers. But this has been very heavy on me because, as I was saying, Snake Bites TV and Brian Barczyk are the reason why I gained an interest in breeding reptiles, and breeding reptiles turned into me breeding amphibians with poison dart frogs. And then from there, I got into marine aquariums. You can see that's a big chunk of the store over here is all coral and marine fish, and propagating and growing that ourselves. And that all started with me breeding reptiles and getting an interest and an excitement in creating living pieces of art. and for him to be going through what he is right now is really rough. Passing through the coral, so it's gonna be blue for a second. Not only for Lori and his family, but for us who not only were fans, but also inspired and experienced life-changing decisions because of the things that he introduced us to and made us realize were possible. So I wanted to put out a big thank you to Brian Barczyk. I don't know if you'll see this video. I don't know what condition he's in at the moment, but very thankful, because I would have a different life, and even my family would be probably different because of that. So I thank him and everything he's done, and I hope that his legacy and the aquarium and the reptile keeping and everything that he's done is successful and keeps going forward. So thank you, and keep on reefing, keep on taking care of those animals.